Oh no. Hello everyone! We're not doing lackluster today. It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. There's more of us than there are of them, both here today, here tomorrow, and every day. So let me hear it. Hello everyone! So I've lived in Amarillo for a couple of years, and I can tell you that I never thought I'd be on the stairs of the courthouse talking to y'all today. How many of y'all never thought that you'd be here fighting for your basic rights to control your body? So we're here today to make sure that we're heading forward towards a feminist future, forward towards taking back our rights, forward towards a future where everyone has the same right to dignity and autonomy. Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you with each other? 50 years ago, the Supreme Court decided in Roe versus Wade that we do have a right to access abortion care, but a compromised Supreme Court, 3 of whom were nominated by presidents who lost the general election, decided that actually we don't have that right. And since then, ballot measures in ensuring reproductive rights in Kansas, Kentucky, California, Vermont, Montana, and Michigan have all won. The thing to take away from that is that it's clear. This is not the will of the people. You can clap, it's fine. The fight today is bigger than Roe, is what we all know. So let me break it down. What does that mean? We have to fight for our freedoms, and government regulations need to stay out of our bodies and out of our bedrooms. Unelected judges should not be making decisions about life-saving medications that we have access to based on their own extremist political agendas. One more time for that one. Judges should not be deciding what we do with our bodies. And the truth is, our country was born from protest, and free speech is a part of our fundamental fabric as Americans. And today, we here are engaging in the most American thing, which is exercising our free speech. One time, get it one time. We're activists, we're taking action, we're not on the couch. We are here building the future that we want to see. What does that look like? It looks like protesting, it looks like lobbying, it looks like organizing, it looks like mobilizing. What it should not look like is an activist on the bench putting forth his extremist policy and agenda because he has been awarded by a corrupt president himself the role of a federal judge. The outcome that we're anticipating on this case represents an attack on democracy, an attack on women, an attack on America itself, and we will not stand for it. People like us, I always tell people, I'll tell you a little sidebar. I used to live in Boston, and how many of you all have heard of the Midnight Ride with Paul Revere? So how many people know what Paul Revere did for money? His job. Silversmith, right? So if you take a tour in Boston, you'll see his work all over the place, but you know him for the Midnight Ride. That was his volunteer work. That was his activist work. Every person here can make that same kind of mark, and it seems like we have a sign, we're gonna take a march. We don't necessarily know what that does, but it can make an indelible mark on your life, on your family, on your community, and on history. So we have to take very seriously our mandate, our responsibility here today to stay active and stay organizing in communities just like ours, especially when the fight is so difficult. So one time for all the people around you who are here showing a political courage that a lot of people will never know in their lives, give it up for yourselves. Because we are fighting a very uphill fight. The opposition does not believe that we all have the same right to equal protection, equal rights, and dignity. This judge that will decide this case is one of the most concrete examples of this. The American Bar Association agrees with us. He is not qualified to sit on the bench and to make decisions about this. And I would say personally that the comments that he has made is disqualifying as any public servant. We have seen him attempt to exclude women and girls, gay and trans kids, and numerous others from the promise of the America that we have all told is real, time and time again, both on the bench and off. And it is a disgrace. It's a disgrace to the court, it's a disgrace to Amarillo, and it's a disgrace to our country. And the reality is that the fight to protect our rights, support our families, and build our future doesn't happen every 4 years. It doesn't happen every 2 years. It happens every single year, every single day by everyday people like you who decided to make the time to come out. You could have chosen to be anywhere. You could be at brunch, you could be hiking in the canyon, you could be out shopping, you could be enjoying the day, but instead you're here with your signs and your voices, dealing with antis, dealing with all of the people that will try to stop us from making our voices heard, and you are here anyway to say no, and to say that folks should keep their bans off of our bodies, and to make sure that our decisions about when and how to have families remain between us, our families, our God, and our doctors. Texas and Amarillo are going to continue to play an outsized role here because the right wing has been venue shopping. And they're not going to take the risk of having any of their cases have a fair day in court because we all know that they would lose. They would what? They would what? They're losers. So it's up to everyday people like us to stop them. And the thing is that nothing less than our entire democracy is on the line. But I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I believe we, folks like us, working every day, have delivered political and electoral consequences to candidates who are not on the side of people, women, and democracy over and again. Women ran for this country in record numbers, and women turned out to vote for them in record numbers in 2018. In 2020, we kicked Trump out. In 2022, we stopped their little red wave. It was like a little red, like this is lit, like this kind of wave. And we're going to continue to fight in 2023 and 2024 to take back our rights, our country, and our future. One time for the future! Woo! Women's March works to build the political power of everyday women every day. It's not just about these mobilizations, it's about the work that happens ongoing. So today we march, and tomorrow we're back to work, building the most effective vehicle for organizing women at scale. We are defiant, we are never defeated, and our movement is big enough and strong enough to win for all of us on all of the issues that matter. So give it up one time for the ongoing fight for the work that's unseen, so oftentimes by women, that is not appreciated. Give yourselves a hand. So today, we mobilize. Tomorrow we organize. Today we march. Tomorrow we meet, we text, we call, and every day we care. We keep doing the most difficult and sometimes the unsung work of building the largest and most durable feminist movement in the country. So go to biggerthanroe.com to get in where you fit in. It doesn't have to be here today. You can get in tomorrow, the next day. We have a long road ahead of us on this case and many other challenges to our community. And if you want to get in right now on your phone, everyone got their phone on them, right? Everyone has their phone. You can text 44310 and you will get on our text thread so that we can get you involved in the fight to come. I want to thank you all so much for being here today, and we'll see you in the streets.